I got harassed. This is not clickbait. This really happened. I knew so little about Western hunting that I didn't even realize I had gotten harassed until someone told me, yo, he shouldn't have done that. So anyway, in this video, you're going to hear about that. You're going to hear word for word what was said, and you're going to get to see the fact that I was able to pull off an antelope kill at 308 yards out in Wyoming. Stick around. It's going to be a fun video. Alright guys, so what happened? So I got a phone call and a buddy of mine asked, hey man, would you want to go hunting out west this coming year? And I'm like, yeah, that would be killer. I said, but the only way I want to be involved with that is if I go with someone who really knows what they're doing, because I do not. And so he had been multiple times, multiple trips, successful trips. He also happens to work for a very respectable name in the gun industry that all of you know, I promise. And so anyway, I was like, yeah, let's do it. So we go out there, and man, I had been training, and your boy's a plus size athlete, okay? But I had been training. I'd been rocking with a 40-pound pack, had going around my neighborhood with my Coltac weather cover on my rifle and my camera equipment and like everything I knew I was going to be carrying to try to prepare. Like I wanted to be ready, and so trained for a couple months. And went out there and we were ready. The first thing that I'll say about hunting out west, the best way I heard it described is it is land that looks flat, but is not. And oh my gosh, what an accurate depiction of what we experience. So the first couple days, we walk 40,000 steps. Okay, and I'm not talking steps, I'm talking steps, right? Tracking all around. We, as my buddy Jake continually said, we're gonna do the work. And so we woke up early, started hunting early, got there super early, and we would walk into these long stands and setups that he had success on in the past, or based on where we saw the herds the day we were out there scouting prior to the actual season beginning, we thought they would be. Well, guess what? 2 days up, strikes, right? Nothing, man. We did the work, so we put in the steps. But what we were able to do is we're actually able to find a herd of them and kind of triangulate the position. Now, we were hunting public land, and so we were, Jake working for who he works for, we were being very careful to adhere to all the rules, regulations, laws. Candidly, there are a bunch of dudes out there hunting that public land anyway who just have snitch written all over them anyway. And so if you did something illegal or out of or uncouth, if you will, man, you were gonna get tattled on hardcore. So we were being extra careful. We had our Onyx out and we were following it to the T. But we found this herd that you're gonna see some video overlay of. We're up on this hillside and we spot them. Now, they are in private property, okay? Basically, if it was green, it was private. Why? It was being watered. Makes sense, right? But they were very close to public hunting property. And this was an area we knew there was a water reserve not far away. So we're like, man, we tried to kind of position ourselves so they have to cross to go to that water eventually. We're gonna be here when they do, and we're gonna make sure that we send a shot in a safe direction, and we're gonna make sure that if we get hit and they were to run at all, there's plenty of space for them to run on public land. And so that's what we did. And so the next 2.5 days we spent really kind of make that happen. So what you're gonna see here, we go out, we felt like we found that spot, and we go out the next morning, we're there at 5:30 a.m., okay? And we had driven a zillion miles as well around all the spots trying to find the herds and do whatever. We'd seen a group with some bucks in it, and so we go in that spot. We'd seen like 3 vehicles all day. This was like a dead-end area that not many guys were at. We felt like we were really in a good position to have an opportunity here. So what happened was, man, we were there all day. We tried some different stalks. We went over the ridgetop. There was a rock face there that looked just like the rock from Lion King, so we began to call it Mufasa Rock. Okay, so old Mufasa Rock was there, and we would kind of cross over to see if they were still bedded down in that area on the private property and what have you. So we did that. Man, we really tried. And we were literally getting in the truck to leave. Okay, it's time to go. There was about an hour and 20 minutes left of shooting light, but we were gonna go try one other spot. We thought that spot was cooked. We get in the truck, I literally shut the door and I look up. And on the top of that ridge, what do I see? I go, Jake, what is that? And he looks up and goes, freaking antelopes? So we kind of look at each other like, let's go. So we get our stuff, and there are two rocks down, kind of set off to the side. Jake takes the longer one. Jake's an excellent shot, hunter extraordinaire. Like, this dude kills more game a year than probably 99% of the population out there. But he sits up on kind of a longer rock, really good, solid position, prone position. I brought a shooting bag that I bought at Full Circle, actually. The shooting bag, it's a lightweight fill, it's an Armageddon gear, and it weighs less than my cell phone. I am so glad I brought that and trucked that around. Why? You're gonna see in a second. I tried to record all of this. My GoPro was acting funky. My cell phone, I was trying everything to get this on video. But you'll see, just a second here is all I got of it. But you'll see my position, man. We're sitting there. They're at 410-ish yards, and we're on them. And there's 5 of them, and there's 3 shooters in that group. Okay, and so we both have. I had a doe tag and a buck tag. He had a buck tag. So we're sitting there. We're both on them. We're sitting down. Literally, we're calling out the ranges. I'm like, you got your dial? Okay. I was like, 3/10 a win. 3/10. Like, let's go. We've been on Onyx. We know exactly where we're shooting. There's nothing back there. Not even close. There was one house down and to the left. Like, literally physically impossible to even remotely come near that, and we weren't shooting that direction anyway. So they're on public land. Like, everything is right. We're on the rock. You literally hear me take the safety off. I'm like, you ready? I'm gonna count us down. And he goes, dude, I think I hear a truck. I'm like, so what? He goes, oh man, let's wait to shoot till that truck goes by. And I'm like, bro, who freaking cares? He's like, oh man, you know, I you know, etiquette, I just don't want to, let's wait till the truck goes by, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, dude, come on. So anyway, we wait. Again, we've seen like 3 vehicles all day, okay? And wouldn't you know it, a green truck pulls up. Game and fish. Okay, so he comes over, we're set up, ready to roll, and I'm gonna recreate for you exactly how the conversation went after that. Howdy doody, fellers. What we doing there, boys? Hunting? Alrighty, righty. What we hunting there, fellas? Antelope? Antelope? What antelopes? Those? All the way over there? Well, dadgum, boys, that's just too far. That's too far. And so by this time, my buddy Jake jumps in and is like, no, man, you don't understand. Like, that's not a far shot for either of us. Definitely not for him. Like, Derek used to be really active, and I think he said I was like a state champ or something. I don't even remember what he said, but he was basically trying to show the guy a 400-yard shot, especially in a prone position, modified prone, was not a problem. Oh, is that right? Mm-hmm. So he then changed his tune completely. Well, that ain't hunting, boys. That's just killing. What happened to the all the way over there conversation? Well, if you're capable of making the shot, I guess, but there ain't no fun in that. Why don't y'all get down there in that water draw down there and come up on them? That'd probably do you better. That's hunting. So by this time, I'm crazy frustrated, right? We've been waiting for 3 days. We finally got them sitting here. We've got an opportunity to take some animals, put some meat in the fridge. And I look at Jake and I'm like, dude, let's freaking go. Let's just shoot this. Sir, with all due respect, this is the closest we've been. Prior to this, the closest we'd gotten was 1,200 yards. All right, they're 400. We are rock solid. We got the wind call. We're ready. We're dropping these animals. All right. You know, I'll let you go to it then. Wish you luck, fellers. All righty, we'll see y'all later. You know what, though? You know what, boys? We probably ought to check your tags while I'm here. Are you kidding me? Right now? Seriously? yeah, you know, I mean, we might as well do it by the book since I'm out and about. So we got all our tags out, showed him everything, came off gun, unloaded, did all the things. And literally, his response was, man, you boys you got everything. You even had your state tags. Ain't nobody ever has that one. So we're good. We're good to go? Well, I guess. I mean, if y'all don't want to get a little closer, I mean, everything checks out here, so. Alrighty, fellers. We'll see y'all later then. Good luck. Cool. Jake, let's go, man. Get back on the gun. Let's go. You know what, boys? Boy, I really would feel more comfortable if y'all wouldn't mind getting just a tad bit closer for me. So at this point I looked at Jake and I could just see it all over his face. He was like, so I was like, dude, come on, let's go. Let's just go. Yeah, just run right on down there in that little water crevice, hop and a skip, be there in no time. You'll sneak right up on them. They won't even see you coming. So by this time I can tell Jake, I can just see in his face, he's like, I mean, we had everything, had all the paper, everything was good to go, but this guy's not gonna relent, and Jake's not, I can just tell he's uncomfortable. So I was like, fine, let's go. So I did the thing that I swore I wasn't gonna do. I'd been training to shoot off pack or off prone the whole time. I did not want to use my tripod. I've killed, last year I killed 40 coyotes off my tripod at night out to 400 yards. Like, it's not that it's difficult, I was just training a particular way. And so we were getting ready to go down this kind of downhill crevice and I didn't know what we were gonna face. So I grabbed my tripod, I threw my rifle in my OBI sling. Shout out to OBI. If you do not have the OBI link system, guys, you really need to look into it. They're freaking phenomenal. It saved the day out there. I use it in competition all the time, but man, it has become my best friend in hunting because it allows me to strap in, run binos, right? Have camera equipment, do whatever, and quickly lift and go out, man. I absolutely, huge shout out to those guys. Check them out. We start down this hill, okay? And again, we don't know what we're gonna face. And we get down the water line, what have you, and we get down, we work our way up to where we're about 300 yards out, okay? Like 310-ish. I'm set up on the tripod. Jake doesn't have a tripod that he's comfortable shooting off of, so he's not gonna shoot. He's just ranging and spotting. So we're set up. I'm ready. I'm like, you ready? Ready? Check my dope, 1.2 mils, cool. Safety off. And wouldn't you know it, I hear rumbling behind me. And I'm like, no freaking way. And I turn around, and this agent, he's driving down the gravel road angled between us and the animals. And he was nice. He was waving by. Alrighty, fellers, good luck. See you later. Go get them. But I turn around and look at him, and by the time I come back around, those antelopes start moving. And they take off, and they're going up the rock face again to then go eclipse old Mufasa Rock. And if they eclipse Mufasa Rock, they're gone. That's where they've been all day. So they go behind a rock face, we got a little bit of cover. Jake looks at me and be like, dude, let's roll. So pick up tripod and we are sprinting, and I'm so mad my GoPro didn't work. The freaking battery died. But we're sprinting, right? We're running, we get set up. I get down behind sagebrush, like I've got stickers all in me and all kinds of crazy things. I get set back up, and here they come out, and they're moving up that rock. So I range a couple more times, 308, check dope again, get up. And guys, I was flustered. Like I had been training, like I thought I was all trained up. Everything I could need plus some, right? All the shooting I do, all the hunting I do at night. This is a chip shot, but I was flustered. And so if I take anything away, it's like I need to continually practice situations and environments that I'm not necessarily ready for to make sure that I'm ready when the time comes to pull that trigger. So we get up, he's getting ready, the only shooter left, 2 of the 5 ran off. There's only 1 shooter left. And she's going up that rock face, and I turn, and I send one.
We spotted a set
right before day, and we've got like over an hour, basically an hour and 9 minutes until legal shooting light over. We're gonna stalk him. It was a 411-yard shot. We're gonna try to get closer. OBI, baby. Saving the day. Doe. I've got a buck and a doe tag. Just filled the doe tag, and this GoPro's acting up. So, fortunately, I didn't record on the freaking GoPro. I got on my trigger cam, 305 yards, antelope down. Now we gotta hike through a canyon, just like that. Cross the fence, hike, quarter, do all the things, right? Pack the meat out, because that road, which leads directly to it, is a private road. This is public land. We just actually, the game warden literally was up here right before we took this shot. We quadruple checked with him, and he said this was actually, he made a recommendation to come down here and do it this way because it gives us more space. But anyway, exciting. Last light shot is supposed to be 6:51. It is currently 6 o'clock. I think I took the shot at probably like 5:55. So first antelope, very cool. Yep. Rerange. I got it. Front one. 307. Front one's the one you want. Front one. You get her. She's come back down behind. Didn't see the impact, but I saw her front leg when she was running off. She was picking up that front leg, wasn't moving. Good job, dude. Way to be adjustment. Way to move. Man. Alright, now. Okay, there's right down here low. Yeah, me too. Another one on. So you can. Front one? Yep. Yep. Hang on, just your range. 300. They're all right next to her. Yeah. Oh yeah, I hit her. Ready? Yeah. Pile up. Wow. Go on. Going to collect the antelope. First minor hurdle. Holy cow. Here we go. Boys and girls. Oh man. Antelope down, baby. Hey guys, here we go. Quick story on this. We were packing up for the night. We were trying to test out what we were going to do tomorrow, kind of our strategy for tomorrow. When we got in the truck, we were getting ready to leave, and I looked up at the crest and saw an antelope. And I was like, Jake, what's that? And he's like, that's an antelope. So anyway, stalked it, came over. They went behind a ridge. We thought we had a shot at about 350, and moved around a little bit more. We were patient. Got a shot at 300. I had just changed the dope on this for elevation, and so I was a little low on the first shot. I think a 10th, but anyway, so adjusted, waiting for it to come around kind of the knob here, and waited for a nice second follow-up shot. which put her down at 300 and between 300 and 310 yards. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Walls rifle did the job. If the shooter would have done a better job, but either way, we got meat in the freezer, baby. Guys, I did want to comment really quickly. I don't know if this was harassment. I think that's a pretty strong word. That is the word that's been used with the folks that I've talked with after the fact, but he was a super nice guy. He was very polite. I think some of what he did was certainly over the line, but that's part of what this video is for, is I want to hear your thoughts on that. I will say, I've had a lot of interactions with game and fish agents in my state and other states, and every one of them to date has been very professional. I appreciate those guys. I appreciate what they do, you know, in protecting our rights as hunters and our ability to go out and do the things we love to do. And so I want that to be clear and on the forefront of the conversation. But I am very curious to hear your thoughts on this. And did this guy cross the line or not? All in all, guys, really a cool experience. Appreciate Jake. I really appreciate Walls Rifles. And a couple pieces of kit. I'll probably do a video eventually on this to show like all the gear that I took, but a couple pieces of kit I really want to shout out really quickly. Spotting scopes and tripods. Man, I did a ton of homework on the ball heads, and I am so pleased with the one I went with. I ended up going with the Tricer BP, okay? Guys, this thing was like butter, smooth, just incredible, man. Absolutely fantastic. I cannot recommend that ball head enough. It did an excellent job, both with binos and with a heavier spotting scope like the one you see that I took. It was exceptional, so much so that I've reached out to Tricer. I'm actually going to start using their products. I'm going to test some more of their products because I was really thoroughly impressed. Check them out. All in, guys, this saved the day. Now, you know me, I'm not here to bash other companies. It's just not something I really do. But I am throwing all my other spotting scope, cell phone, whatever adapters away. They take so long to get on. You got to perfectly adjust them and do this and that. Man, this is so fast and so easy. You put your phone in the case and the magnet hooks and it's boom and you're recording. I mean, literally you're going to see the reason we got all the footage we got was because of this system. I'm such a believer in this, I may even get you guys a discount code. If I do, I'll add it over the screen here. This is a game changer, guys, an absolute game changer. And I looked at all the 4 main ones, and one of the which I already had, which I'm done with. Man, this all-in, fantastic product. Can't recommend that enough. 2 Vets tripods. I had a tripod I was taking out there, different tripod setup, different deal, and I just didn't, man, it just wasn't meeting the bill. Like, I hadn't tried it. I just wasn't happy with it. So I called these guys up on a Saturday, literally on the drive to Wyoming, and the owner answered. It sounded like he was like his kid's basketball game or something. Dude answered, huge A+ already, and I told him what was going on. He overnighted me this tripod on Monday. He overnighted it to my hotel. I went with a Voyager. I could not be happier. This was fantastic, and want to give him a double thumbs up shout out. Thank you so much. In an era where customer service is tough to come by, guys, 2 thumbs up for 2 Vets tripods. Thank you, guys. It was a game changer, and this thing functioned flawlessly. I did a ton of homework on packs, guys. I mean, I watched too many videos, and I will say, don't worry about it as much. And I know when you spend the kind of money, I think this pack was like 500 bucks. The other ones I was looking at were like 700 bucks, or maybe I got this on sale like 480 or something. But I went with the Kuiu 4500, the Pro Divide 4500. It was phenomenal. Like, all those videos you watch and you worry about buying the wrong one, like, guys, there are little nuances to different body types, different hunters, different whatever. I will say, guys, this pack was awesome. It was just incredible. It's so, no matter what you do, don't obsess over it like I did. I really feel like you really can't go wrong. This pack was amazing. And man, OBI. Guys, the OBI link system, man, I don't have enough positive things to say about them. You'll literally see in the video, when that agent came in and got me all flustered and ticked off, like, I threw my rifle in this, and we went, and I had my binos, and like I was holding my tripod. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was coming. Man, this made my life so much easier multiple times on multiple stocks, where I could get my gun out when I knew we were about to eclipse Mufasa Rock or whatever, to walking around all these beautiful areas you can't see over the ledge. Gosh, OBI absolutely saved the day. I cannot recommend them enough. I went and got a bunch more of their stuff. I'm gonna have them on every one of my packs. And the bag, I'm gonna put one of their little posts in the back, so I can literally, next time I can have a rifle here and like a shooting bag like hanging there. That was just a fantastic game changer. So there it is, guys. Got an Antelope in the freezer. Had a great time, learned a lot. Again, if you're gonna do this, make sure you go with someone experienced that knows what they're doing, and practice. Like I'm gonna do NRL hunter matches this year to try to put myself in an uncomfortable environment, so that, you know, I can drop that antelope on the first shot, no matter what situation I face. So what did you think? Let me know in the comments, guys. Again, really appreciate Walls Rifles Inc. and building an absolute hammer tack driver for me. That's 7PRC. It's the same one you saw in the video that I did for the elk gun. I wanted to take it on this hunt to kind of get ready for that, and man, I'm really glad I did. Got really comfortable with that in the field. But let me know, did I get harassed? Am I off base here? Like, what do you guys think? Put it in the comments. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe. Let us know what other kind of videos you want to see. We're going to try to do a lot more of the hunting stuff moving forward. And until next time, see ya.